This is Katie Gavin with Boulder Higher Health. This is a stretching routine for Impact 18, the sitting stations. Sitting is a position where the front of our body is very shortened from the rounding posture. We're doing fine motor, we have bent elbows, we have our upper back is bent, our lower back is bent, our neck is bent. So we're going to be standing up for these stretches to open up the front line of the body that will be getting shortened from sitting. So that's anything, all the tendons, fascia, and muscles that run through the hand, fingers, forearm, biceps, pecs, front of the throat, and abdomen. So all these stretches will be addressing those areas. So the first stretch, in standing, the arms will be out in front at shoulder height, and with an inhale, they'll take the arms back by squeezing the shoulder blades together and looking up, lifting the breastbone, and then bending the wrist to reach the fingertips back. Inhale, and exhale, round and release. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, look up, reach the fingers back with a bend in the wrist, and exhale, return to a rounded posture. Inhale, and exhale. The cueing can be inhale, squeeze the blades together, look up, puff up the chest, and reach the fingers back. Exhale, round the back and look down, bring the hands to the front. And there'll be 5 of those with breath. The second stretch, the palms will be facing the ceiling. So it's an inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, palms up, look up. And on the exhale, a bend in the wrist. Fingers point to the sky and palms face outward as you look down. So it's inhale, palms up, look up. Exhale, palms out, look down. Inhale, palms up, look up. Exhale, palms out, look down. So the first 2 stretches will be felt in similar areas. Through the palm of the hand, the fingers, the forearm, definitely the crease of the elbow here, along the inner arm, pec, front of the throat. There will be a deep nerve stretch felt. The median nerve runs down the inner arm to the first 3 fingers. And as we're stretching, reaching the fingers back, you'll feel a deep aching sort of a stretch. That would be the nerve stretching. And then the other stretches that we feel, just normal stretching, is fascia, tendon, and muscle. The third stretch is for the tendons of the hands, fingers, and wrist. You'll take your left hand, grab the right fingers, reach them down or pull them down toward the floor as you straighten your elbow all the way. And you'll hold that about 3 seconds. Then you'll switch to the other side, grab the fingers. As you straighten the elbow, pull the fingers and palm down to point toward the floor. 3, 2, 1. Grab the fingers, straighten the elbow, point the heel of your hand or the palm of your hand toward the floor and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now, some people might look like that when they stretch and they might not be able to go all the way down. That's just their flexibility. So you'll want to explain not to push through any sharp pain. And if that feels very tight right there, then that's enough of a stretch right there. If someone is very flexible, they'll need to go further to feel the stretch. So they might need to go down, putting the palm of the hand toward the floor. And of course that one will be felt along the forearm right here and in the heel and the palm of the hand again. The last stretch is for the lower back. So they'll stand with the feet a little wider than the hips for this one. They'll place the hands on the lower hips, so below the belt line on the sacrum, which is below your belt line. Clasp using the hands to press the hips forward and hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, return. And on the exhale, hands will press on the sacrum and press the hips forward to arch the lower back. 3, 2, 1, and inhale, return. When you press the hips forward, there's no need to drop the head back. We want to keep the chin down as we hold the hips forward to avoid any neck injury. This is a stretch just for the lower back. So of course it'll be felt in the lower back and some in the pelvis area, which are muscles that have been getting tight from sitting, the hip flexors. So we're just counteracting that by opening the front of the hips there. For the standing stations, there will be 3 stretches. So standing stations will remain standing, and they'll start by stretching the fingers and hands. So they'll be doing finger flicks. So if you just washed your hands and you have some excess water on your hands, you know, when you flick the water off, so it's a powerful flick, it's going to be that same motion. So all 10 fingers will be under the thumb, and you'll flick to open, spread at your sides, all 10 fingers, 10 of them, or 5 of them rather. Then the hands will come up to shoulder height out to the sides, 5 finger flicks in this spot. Then in front, shoulder height, letting the shoulders relax but keeping the fingers very active, 5 flicks. And then up above, letting the shoulders drop and then flicking the fingers 5 times. Strong, straight, and spread. The hands will come down for the second stretch, and that's just energizing. They'll feel some working through the forearm, which is working the opposite side of what they're mostly working, which is this side, the grasping. So flicking is working the other side. It's just a counterbalance to all the grasping. The side stretch is the second one. They'll step out so the feet are a little wider. You'll take your bicep to the ear, so you take your upper arm right by your ear and slide your other hand down your thigh until a side stretch is felt. And you can let the shoulder be relaxed. You'll hold for 5 seconds, then you'll come up nice and tall. Right arm, bicep to ear. Left hand slides down the thigh until a side stretch is felt. So you'll feel this all along the rib cage and right in between the rib and hip. For 5 seconds, 1 or 2 times to each side. And the final one for standing stations is a pec stretch. So the pec is across the chest right here, and they'll go out, clasp the hands behind the back. So a clasp, all the fingers are laced. Clasp the hands behind the back and lift and roll the shoulders back and hold this, squeezing the shoulder blades together, hold this stretch for 10 seconds. The stretch will be felt across the pecs and in the bicep. Okay, some people might not have the flexibility to do this at first, and it's okay to just grab the wrist, then squeeze the shoulder blades together, or try to grab the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades together. The easiest would be either here or grabbing the wrist, probably. Those are the 3 stretches for standing stations and 4 stretches for sitting stations. Thank you.